morning, friends. Welcome to my YouTube channel Alpha Plus Education. This is video number 4 of APA Manual 7th edition. I am Sanjeev Kumar Jha. In this video, we will learn about format of a paper. How to format a paper for submitting in a university or institution or submitting for a publication in a research journal. So, आओ सीखें how to format our paper. So, first thing is page header. What is page header? You can see the upper portion of a page is called as page header. This is common to all the pages of this file. So, whatever content will be here on this page number, it will be appearing in the all the pages. So, what should be there on the page number? Let us see. All pages should have a page number as flush right side. So on the right side of the page header, we should have a page heading, that is page number. Use the automatic page numbering function of your word processing program to insert the page. We are supposed to enter page number by automatic page numbering function rather than providing manually, because if we will enter the page number manually, there may be some error. Title page is page number 1. So we should put page number 1 to the title page. Manuscripts being submitted for publication should contain running head in the page header in addition to the page number as flush left. Okay, so on flush right there will be page number, on flush left there will be running head. So look at this example. This is a paper, mathematical phobia among secondary level school students in relation to certain demographical variable. See, first alphabet of each major word is capital. Title is centrally aligned, bold. So on the right side of the page header, you will see page number 1 on the title page, and the left side of the page header you will find running head. Running head is a smaller portion of a title which make understand about the title of the study. Okay, now fonts. Earlier there was problem with the word processing, so it was difficult for the users to use different fonts. But now it is very easy to choose a specific font. We can change all the font at any stage of the time. Variety of fonts are allowed by the API. API recommends these fonts, whatever fonts the API will be recommend. This is based on a simple logic that these fonts are legible, these fonts are widely available, includes mathematical symbols or Greek letters. So whichever font is having this facility, API has allowed that font to be used in the paper. Okay, so a variety of font choices are permitted in API style. A font that is accessible to all the users is okay for the formatting of paper. Use same font throughout the text of the paper. So whatever font you have selected, use the same font for the entire paper, with some exceptions. Options include 11 point Calibri, 11 point Arial, 10 points Lucida Sans Unicode, or 12 points Times New Roman, which is we generally using, 11 point Georgia or normal 10. Computer Modern has a default font LaTeX that can be used. Now within figure and images, use a sans serif font with a type size between 8 to 14. Use a monospace font such as 10 point Lucida Console or 10 points Courier New Roman. So this monospace font is a font in which each alphabet use same horizontal space. So you can see MON, each alphabet has used same horizontal space. Footnotes. The default footnote setting of your word processing program are acceptable, that is 10 point font and with single line spacing. So you can see here on footnote we have single line spacing. Special character. Type special characters using the special character functions of your word processing program or plug into math type. MathType is a software in which you can type different equations and different mathematical symbols that you can plug in for your special characters. Characters that are not available should be presented as image. So even though there are large variety of characters are available, but still if some character is not available, you can use that image. Line spacing. Double space, line spacing should be double space, entire paper, including title page, abstract text, heading, block, quotations, reference list, table and figures, notes and appendices. So everywhere we will use double line spaces, except there are some exceptions of this rule. Title page. Elements of title page are double spaced, no doubt, and an additional double spaced blank line appear between title and byline. So we will make it double space, but additional two line space will be there between title and byline. Byline is the line for author's name and affiliation. At least one double line blank line also appears between the final affiliation of any author note. Okay, between final affiliation and author note. There should be double spaced blank line. Table body and figure image. The table body and words within the image part of a figure may be single spaced, one and half spaced, or double spaced, depending upon the format creates the most effective presentation of the data. So for the table, we will not use the double line spacing. We will use the space which will be fit for the table to be appear as a best in presentation. If text appear on the same page as a table or a figure, insert a double space blank line between the text and the table. So table and the text will have double spaced blank line. Footnote, I have already told you, footnote will be single line spaced. Displaced equation, it is permissible to apply triple or four line spacing for equations. Margins. So this is one of the most important thing. What should be the margin of our paper? Use 1 inch, that is 2.54 centimeter margin all sides, top, bottom, left, right. From every side we will put 1 inch margin, that is 2.54 centimeter. But if dissertation and thesis is there, because dissertation and thesis we have to bind from left side, so we will have to put 1.5 inch margin from the left side so that it can be bind from there. Paragraph and alignment. Align the text to the left. Alignment should be left. We should not justify the alignment. We should not bother about the even line spacing towards the right side. If it is uneven, it's okay, no problem with that. Do not manually insert line breaks into long DOIs and URL, because DOI and URL sometimes it is longer, so we should not put line space between that line break. Okay, automatically line break will be there by the word processing, that will be permissible. Paragraph indentation. Indent the first line of every paragraph 0.5 inches. So whenever new paragraph will start, it will be indented to 0.5 inches. The remaining lines of the paragraph should be left aligned only. So it will be uneven from the right side. Exceptions follows. For professional papers, the title, bylines and affiliations on the title page should be centered aligned. And when there is center alignment, we will not use any indentation. For students paper, the title, bylines, affiliations, course number, name of the instructor and assignment date should be centered. Section labels should be centered. The block quotation should be indented from the left margin 0.5 inch. If the block quotation spans more than one paragraph, then what will we do? The first line of second and subsequent paragraphs, we will give additional 0.5 margin. So second, third, fourth, and any subsequent paragraphs of block quotations will be having margin, total margin 1 inches. Okay, 0.5 margin for every paragraphs, and for second or third or subsequent paragraphs, zero point 0.5 additional margin. Level 1 heading will be centered aligned, so no indentation for that. But for level 2 and level 3, heading should be left aligned. Table and figure number, titles, and notes should be flush left. Reference list entry should be having hanging indentation of 0.5. So whenever we put a reference line, there will be hanging indent, means second line will be slightly away from the first line. Okay. Appendix labels and title should be centered alignment. So this is all for this video. If you like this video, please hit the like button, subscribe the channel, share with your friends. Thank you.